Structure of the immune system, central and peripheral organs of the immune system. Department of Internal Disease, and my name, Marina Rashidovna Izmailovich, Assistant Professor. The immune system is a complex network of organs, cells, and proteins that protect the body from the infections and diseases. An immune system includes the immune organ that divide on central and peripheral organs, immune cells, and immunoactive substances. Firstly, we talk about the organ of the immune system. They work together to identify and eliminate pathogens effectively. And we divide the organs of the immune system on primary and secondary. And primary organs like bone marrow and thymus are essential for cells production and maturation. And secondary organs such as the spleen and lymph nodes play the critical role in filtering pathogens and activating immune responses. The thymus is a small but the crucial organ in the immune system, primarily responsible for the development and maturation of T lymphocytes, which play a vital role in the body's defense against the pathogens. The thymus is situated in the upper chest behind the sternum and between the lungs. It is located in the region called the mediastinum, and its position can extend slightly into the neck or down into the anterior mediastinum in some individuals. The thymus has a lobule structure consisting of two main regions, it's the cortex and the medulla. The cortex, the outer region, densely populated with immature T cells and epithelial reticular cells that provide support. And medulla, the inner region, contains fewer lymphocytes and is notable for structure called Hessel's corpuscles, which are thought to play a role in T maturation. The thymus is relatively large at birth and during childhood, reaching its maximum size during puberty. After this period, it gradually shrinks and is replaced by the fatty tissues in adulthood. The main functions of thymus include the primary function of the thymus is to produce and mature T cells from hematopoietic stem cells. And during their time in the thymus, T cells undergo a selection process to ensure they can effectively recognize foreign antigens while remaining tolerant to self-antigens, preventing autoimmune reactions. The next one, the thymus produces several hormones, including the thymosin, thymopoietin, and thymolin. And the last one, the thymus teaches T cells how to distinguish between self and non-self entities, ensuring the mature T cells can effectively respond to infections without attacking the body's own tissues. The next organ, the central organ of the immune system, the red bone marrow, is the crucial component of the human body, primarily responsible for the production of the body cells. In infants and young children, red bone marrow is found in nearly all bones. In adults, it is primarily located in the axial skeleton, including flat bones, the pelvis, and the proximal ends of the long bones, like humerus and the femur. And talking about the functions of the red bone marrow, the primary site for hematopoiesis, the process by which all types of blood cells are produced, for example, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. The next one, the production of blood cells, can be adjusted based on the body's requirements. For example, during severe bleeding of hypoxia, yellow bone marrow can revert to red bone marrow to increase blood cells productions. And the last one, red bone marrow, plays a role in recycling iron from old red blood cells and storing stem cells that can differentiate into various cell types beyond just blood cells. And now we go to secondary organs of the immune system. The spleen is located in the upper left quadrant in the abdomen, behind the stomach and under the diaphragm. It is approximately 5-inch long, 3-inch wide, and 1/2 inch thick, and widening around 6 once in a healthy adult. The spleen has a smooth convex surface facing the diaphragm and is divided in two main regions, the red pulp and white pulp. Red pulp in the region filters blood, removing old and damaged red blood cells and recycling iron. And the white pulp contains lymphocytes and has two regions. Or zone, thymus independent or B cells zone, and thymus dependent or T cells zone. The functions of spleen include the spleen filters blood by recognizing and removing old or malformed red blood cells. The spleen plays a key role in the immune system by producing lymphocytes when it detects pathogens like bacteria or viruses. The spleen can store a reserve of blood that can be released into circulation during emergencies such as significant blood loss due to trauma. And after the breaking down red blood cell, the spleen recycles iron, storing in its form like ferritin or bilirubin, which can later be returned to the bone marrow for hemoglobin production. And lymph nodes, the secondary immune organs, are small bean-shaped organs typically measuring about 1 or 2 centimeters in diameter. Lymph nodes are distributed throughout the body, with the clusters found in areas such as cervical nodes, axillary, inguinal nodes, and deep nodes located in the abdomen and thorax associated with the major organs. The structure of the lymph nodes. Each lymph node is enclosed in a fibrous capsule and consists of 3 zones. It's a cortex, paracortical zone, and medulla. The cortex, the outer region containing B cells, T cells, and follicular dendritic cells. The paracortical zone, immature native T lymphocytes are activated by antigen-presenting cells. And the medulla, the inner region that contains medullary cords rich in lymphocytes and macrophages. The functions of lymph nodes. Filtration of lymph. Lymph nodes filter lymphatic fluid to remove pathogens, dead cells, and foreign particles. This process prevents harmful substances from entering the bloodstream. The second one, immune response activation. Lymph nodes are sites where immune responses are initiated. When foreign antigens are detected, B cells produce antibodies specific to those antigens, while T cells become activated to attack infected cells. Dendritic cells present antigens to T cells, facilitating their activation and proliferation. And the last one, storage of immune cells. They serve as the reservoirs for lymphocytes and T and B cells, which can quickly respond to infections when it's needed. Thank you for your attention.